Hello everyone. In yesterday's class, we have started the new lesson that is quadrilaterals. In the previous class also, we well about the quadrilaterals. Now quadrilaterals are those figures having the four-line segment and it is a closed figure. Now quadrilateral is a closed plane figure bounded by the four-line segment. We have seen that yesterday. Now today we will discuss about what are the types of the quadrilaterals. There are many types of the quadrilaterals are there, which are square, parallelogram, rectangle, rhombus, trapezium, kite, etc. These all are the types of the quadrilaterals. Clear? Now after these seeing the types of the quadrilateral, we will see the what are the properties of the quadrilaterals. Then what are the theorems of the quadrilaterals? Then which is the most important quadrilateral and which is the very smart quadrilateral? We'll see that. Clear? Now see which are the types of the quadrilaterals here. Now types of quadrilateral. Types of quadrilaterals. Now see which are those here. Square, then a rectangle, and parallelogram, and trapezium, and rhombus, and one more is kite. Now these are the types of the quadrilaterals. We know that what are the shapes of these quadrilaterals here. Now see, we will see one by one so that I cannot write here, there is no place. See what are the properties of the square here now. We know square is quadrilateral having all sides are equal and each angle is 90 degree. Clear? See what is the definition of the square here. Square is the quadrilateral having all sides are equal and each angle is 90 degree. Now such quadrilaterals are called as the square. Now what are the properties of the square? Now in a square you can draw the two diagonals and diagonals are equal in a square and diagonals are bisect each other at a 90 degree or perpendicular. Then sum of four angles of square is 360 degree. Now even yesterday you have seen that one theorem, the sum angles property of the quadrilateral. It means that the sum of four angles of quadrilateral gives 360 degree. We have seen that now. Now see these are the property and definition of the square. Remember, a square is the quadrilateral having all four sides are equal and each angle is 90 degree. Clear? Now see the next rectangle. Now rectangle is the quadrilateral and each opposite sides are equal and parallel. So the main point here, see what is the definition of the rectangle here. A rectangle is the quadrilateral whose opposite sides are equal and parallel. Only opposite sides are equal and parallel. Now similar you have to consider, similar you have to observe that what is the difference between the properties of square and a rectangle. In a square, all sides are equal and each pair of opposite sides are parallel. But in the rectangle, only opposite sides are equal and parallel here. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. But one more point here, each angle of rectangle is here 90 degree only now. Clear? Now see, these are the definition and the properties of the rectangle. Now here also diagonals are bisect each other and diagonals are equal. Then diagonals are not bisect each other at perpendicular. But in the square, diagonals are bisect each other at a perpendicular. Now this is the difference here. Now come to the next very important quadrilateral, that is the parallelogram. Now see what is the definition of parallelogram here. A parallelogram is a quadrilateral having opposite sides are equal and parallel. Now see that same like a rectangle, but one condition is different here. So see in the parallelogram, opposite sides are equal and parallel, but each angle is not a right angle here. Only opposite angles are equal, but here each angle is 90 degree in the rectangle, but in the parallelogram only opposite angles are equal, but here also opposite sides are equal and parallel. Now see that about this the parallelogram, there are so many properties and the theorems are there. We'll see the after this one. Clear? Now remember, see the parallelogram is a quadrilateral having pair opposite sides are equal and parallel. Clear? Now see the here also property diagonals are bisect each other and opposite angles are equal. Sum of four angles of parallelogram is gives the 360. Sum of four angles of parallelogram gives you 360 degree. Now come to the next trapezium. See what is the trapezium? See the little bit change is there here. Trapezium. A trapezium is quadrilateral. It has only one pair of sides are parallel. Only one pair. But in other, whichever we learn that here, each pair of the opposite sides are equal and parallel. But in the trapezium, only one pair of sides are parallel, not equal. Only one pair of sides are parallel. Now see the diagram, then we get the idea. Now see the parallelogram. Yes. Yes. PQRS. PQRS is the here trapezium. Now see that only one pair of sides are parallel here. PQ and RS are the parallel. See these two lines are not a parallel because if we extend the lines somewhere it will be a intersect, means that is not a parallel, but these two lines are parallel. What is the parallel lines? Those lines they does not intersect each other if we extend up to infinity. Clear? But here only one pair of sides are parallel are there, so we call this is the trapezium. Remember what is the trapezium? A trapezium is a quadrilateral having only one pair of sides are parallel here. Now see that same property here. Here also diagonals are bisect and it has the two diagonals. The sum of four angles of trapezium are 360 degree. These are the properties of the trapezium. Now next one is the rhombus. Yeah, see that. Rhombus is also like a same square. See what are the properties now. Definition. First is the definition of the rhombus. A rhombus is a quadrilateral having all sides are equal. See that even rhombus also having the all sides are equal. Here the diagonals are bisect each other at perpendicular. In the rhombus, diagonals are bisect each other at the perpendicular. But what is the difference here in a square and a rhombus here? But here each angle of square is having the 90 degree, but here each angle is not a 90 degree. Only opposite angles are equal in the rhombus. This is the difference between the square and the rhombus. This is the only main point. Remember, now difference of the square and rhombus is only in the square having the all sides are equal. Each angle is a 90 degree and diagonals are bisect each other at the perpendicular. But in the rhombus, only all sides are equal and diagonals are bisect each other at the perpendicular, but here all angles are not equal, only opposite angles are equal. Clear? Now about this one, theorems are there, how it is bisect each other at perpendicular, we'll see the next now. Now last one is the kite. You know that about the kite here. Now see that somebody having the so interest to fly the kite here. Now see kite, what is the definition of the kite? Kite is also a quadrilateral having adjacent pair of sides are equal. Here adjacent sides are equal. Now see difference is there here. In the kite is a quadrilateral having a pair of adjacent sides are equal. Such quadrilaterals are called as the kite. But one more very important property in the kite here. Here diagonals are bisect each other at perpendicular. Diagonals are bisect each other at the perpendicular. Now see here. See the kite. A, B, C, D is the kite here. Adjacent sides are equal. See the adjacent means continuous here. Now see that these two sides are equal and these two sides are equal. See this is adjacent, this is also adjacent. Means pair of adjacent sides are equal and here diagonals are bisect each other at perpendicular. in middle it forms the 90 degree here. This is the property of the kite and the definition. Remember, kite is also quadrilateral having adjacent pair of adjacent sides are equal and diagonals are bisect each other at a perpendicular. This is a property here. I think you got that idea about the what are the definition and properties of the all types of the quadrilateral. Now come to the just will once again we'll recall what is the difference. Then what is the difference between the each type of the quadrilaterals. Now see, main first is a square rectangle. You have seen that. Yes. Now see, can you say that rectangle is also parallelogram? Yes, why not? Because rectangle is also parallelogram, because whatever property has the parallelogram, same properties are there in the rectangle. So we can say that rectangle is also parallelogram. Then see, what is the definition of the parallelogram? A parallelogram is a quadrilateral having opposite sides are equal and parallel. Now same property is there in the rectangle, so you call the rectangle is also parallelogram. But you cannot say that parallelogram is rectangle, because now whatever properties are there in the rectangle, that property is not there in the rectangle. Which that property here? Each angles are 90 degree in the rectangle, but in the parallelogram each angle is not a 90 degree here, only opposite angles are equal. So you can say that parallel rectangle is also parallelogram, but parallelogram is not a rectangle. Can you say that square is also rectangle? Yes, why not? Because all properties are there in the square. So whatever property is having the rectangle, each properties are there in the square. So you can say that square is also a rectangle. Square is also parallelogram. You can say that square is also kite. Square is also whatever that trapezium. Square square is also rhombus. All properties are there in the square. But next point is, can you say that rectangle is the kite? Yes, because in the adjacent rectangle is also kite. You can't say that rectangle is also kite here. But you can say that kite is parallelogram is a rectangle. No, you already seen that now. Correct. Then what about the rhombus? Either rhombus is a square? No. Can you say that square is also rhombus? Yes. Because whatever properties are there in the rhombus, all properties are there in the square. Now see that what is the relation, the distance between or relation between the all properties of the types of the quadrilateral. Remember, these properties are very important when you go to solve the exercise and the theorems now. Now, in tomorrow we'll see the one theorem about the parallelogram, because main concept is here, main thing is parallelogram. About the parallelogram, what are the properties of the parallelogram and the theorems of the parallelogram, how the diagonals is divided into the two parts of the triangle in the parallelogram, we'll see in the next class. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.